What's up, people? It's your man, Urban Lover, coming from your mama's basement, baby. And I'm about to bring that fire. But first and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to my man, Mac Hill. We was in the comment section chopping it up, and this is definitely to you, my friend. So, the topic of the day is this. Should the Lakers make a move, as in trading some of their young players for DeMarcus Cousins? Should they wait till he's a free agent, or should they not touch him at all? Now, me, personally, what I would consider is this. Number one, I will wait till free agency, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I will wait till free agency. And that's only if another team doesn't pick him up next year, because he's not being traded this year. Now, the reason why I will wait till free agency is this, because it gives the Lakers enough time to see what they got with Zubac. Now, Miles government, keep this in mind, he's definitely starting. We already know that. But we already know that Zubac might be the future of the Lakers. The front office is real high on this guy, and I'm going to make a video explaining a lot of things in detail why they're so high on Zubac. Now, I'm going to go into some statements about what DeMarcus said. DeMarcus came out in, what was it, January, March, May? DeMarcus came out in May, if I'm not mistaken, and he said that he's definitely not trading DeMarcus Cousins this year. All right, his agent tried to push it last year along with George Karl. George Karl, he was the one that came out and, he wanted to trade Cousins to the Lakers for Julius Randle, the Lakers' number 2 pick, and a couple picks as well. The front office, which is mostly DeMarcus, they didn't budge. He said, no, we're not trading him. Eventually, we got rid of George Karl. With that being said, Cousins was also doing a lot of tweets, based on George Karl. Him and George Karl went back and forth, which you already know. He liked it, Malone, the coach before George Karl. He was kind of excited about him, but they want to let him go. So he wasn't too happy about that. And he, like I said, you already know about the rift between him and George Karl. Now, Sacramento went out this year and drafted a couple big guys. And DeMarcus Cousins, started scratching his head like, what the heck's going on? If you committed to me, why go out and get other big men when you could have just went on and got other players to surround me so that we can start making a move to the playoff? Now, this is the thing about DeMarcus. DeMarcus is not a fool. He's when he trade DeMarcus Cousins, because I believe in my heart he's definitely going to trade him next year. Not this year, but next year. He's going to get his money worth out of him this year, and then next year he's going to try and make a move to trade him. Boston wanted him. Cleveland definitely was trying to get him. But like I say, he backed off. Cleveland was trying to trade Kevin Love for him, and they didn't budge. They told him that we're not making any trades. Now, like I said, I know he's going to trade him next year. The only reason I'm saying this is because the year after that, he's a free agent. 9 times out of 10, he's going to do a Kevin Durant on him. He's not coming back to that team. He don't really want it down there, and the rumor was already put out that he would love to play for either LA Lakers or the New York Knicks. But like I said, the Celtics are real highly up on him, and Cavs as well. But these are the two teams that he named that he would love to play for. Now, keep this in mind. The Lakers would love to have him. Don't trip and say that they don't want him, this and that. They would love to have him. But at the same time, the front office is not giving up all those pieces just for him. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to give up D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and then two other, probably Nick Young. Well, probably Nick Young, but Nick Young, it doesn't matter. But Nick Young, and I'm trying to throw somebody else in there. Probably another draft pick. They're not going to give up all that just for DeMarcus Cousins, especially when they're young and the season is still young for them, especially when the season comes around, they start playing hard. Now, also keep in mind, you still got Towns that's going to be a free agent in not a couple years, but 4 or 5 years from now. And he'll be, 25, 26, something like that. So there's a lot of opportunity for the Lakers in the future. But right now, the Lakers are already committed to Miles government. You know what I mean? So they're not going to make any major trades for any big name player right now and give up all their pieces in order to bring somebody in. They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? They waited too long to put this team together and to make it the way it is today. And also on top of that, it's probably better for them to actually have this type of team with Luke Walton, based on the fact Luke is young. So if the team is struggling and they're not winning, which I already know they're going to win 30 games, but I'm just saying, just as a throwing it out there, just if they struggle and don't win a lot of games, how would DeMarcus Cousins' attitude be against a team that's losing? You know what I mean? Like, and people say, well, DeMarcus Cousins, he's a beast. Yeah, we know he's a talent on the court. His biggest problem is his ego. I mean, he has one of the major, but that's the only thing that's really holding DeMarcus Cousins back is his ego. And the reason why I say that, a lot of people say, well, maybe because he's on a bad team. Sacramento went through so many coaches and blah blah blah. Listen. What college team did he come from? I want you to think about this. I'm not even going to say the name of the college team. I want you to go search it. And you tell me, what college team did he come from? And about this college team, they are known for winning. So now my question would be to you is then, why was he doing it also in college? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's his ego. His ego is the reason why a lot of teams are not really jumping for him. But they're going to still go after him. I mean, like, even though they're not jumping for him, but also keep this in mind, he's the top center in the league. You know what I mean? If he probably do go to a good team, and I think and he be underneath a mentor or somebody that can talk to him, you know, that really tell him, like, listen, man, you know, you got to get the attitude together, man. The attitude stop you from going further. You never know. He might change. You know, like I said in the end of the day, you know, I believe in redemption, and I believe that everybody has the opportunity for a second chance. So I'm not going to knock DeMarcus Cousins' attitude and say this is the reason why he's not, you know, getting anywhere. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. I mean, but like I said, his ego does hurt and help play a significant role in the reason why, you know, things might not be working out for him. You know, and that's something that he have to work on, and that's something he as a man have to deal with. Now, like I said before, the Lakers are not going to go after him. They're already committed to Moss government, and I believe Zubac, because they talk real highly about Zubac. And I believe, like I said, there was a comment that came out from one of the coaches in the Lakers staff, and they said that Zubac is not going in the D League. They already looking at to give this man minutes. So this is the main reason why I say that if Cousins is available after let me see, because he got to play this year, then next year, then the year after that he's a free agent. So he got 2 years, then he's a free agent. So if Cousins is available that third year, right? If he's available, but in 2 years, just say if in 2 years Zubac emerged as that center, do you still think the Lakers going to go after him then? Not if Zubac emerged as that center. They didn't even know that Zubac could play defense that he did. They talked real high about him. And like I said, I'm going to make a video about Zubac explaining why I believe that he's going to overexceed Moss government. Because for y'all who keep saying that, no, he needs some more time and all this other stuff, man. Sometimes when you know raw talent, it doesn't matter if he's in the Summer League or NBA. You'll know it right off the bat. And you'll know who comes to play and who doesn't come to play. But like I said, that's another topic for a different time. So, like I said, the Lakers are not going to make the move. I know a lot of guys would love for him to come to the team. I would too. But also keep in mind, like I said, I would love for the Lakers to look at him after 3 years later, you know, when he's a free agent. I don't want the Lakers giving none of these pieces just to bring Cousins in. You know what I mean? Because if you bring these pieces in, that means we got to rebuild all over again. Now, also on top of that, I know people probably say, well, you know, we can get Westbrook. Yeah, that's true. Because you can get Cousins and Westbrook. You know, Westbrook, you know, when he become a free agent at the end of this year. So you still can build Westbrook and Cousins, which is still a good squad. You know, depending on what they give up. So that's why I come to you guys, because like I said, we all have opinions. And opinions are like buttholes. So we all might have different opinions, but that doesn't mean that we got to get upset with one another. We can get in the comment section. We can discuss it. What do you think? You know, some of y'all going to say, yeah, you know, go after Cousins. You know, go ahead and trade D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle and Nick Young and a draft pick, which is kind of cool if you think about it. I like D'Angelo Russell. I like Julius Randle, but I'm sticking with the youth. I mean, I'm starting to think like, wow, this sounds pretty decent. But I'm sticking with the youth. Now, back in the old days, you know, back when I was like 20-something years old, I would have like made that move quick. Just like when they got Shaq. I'm like, yeah, get rid of all them, bring Shaq in. Heck yeah. But now I'm more focused on the young development of the players, and plus, I like Zubac. You know what I mean? I love Cousins' game, but I love Zubac, man. And he's young and raw, and he's more of a player that's willing to come underneath of a helm of a coach and listen and just play. You know, and that's what I like, man, a person who just come under the helm of a coach and just play. And I'm not knocking DeMarcus, but he went through a lot of different coaches. Good player, but you never know, man. Like I said at the end of the day, I would like to ask you guys once again. Now, if they do make the move on DeMarcus Cousins, right? And like I said, they get Westbrook and they trade D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Nick Young, and a draft pick. That's still good, though. Why? Because you got Jordan Clarkson. He can come off the bench. Because him and Westbrook got the same game. I hate to say it, but they got the exact same game. Just that Westbrook game is a little bit more polished than his. But they got the almost same game. But you got Ingram at the small forward, right? You can put Larry Nance at the power forward. Oh, listen, I'm getting beyond myself. It sounds good, man. My gosh. This is the main reason why I love my team, man. And this is why I make these videos, man, for us to get in the comment section and discuss. I know a lot of you guys like, nah, stick with the youth. Me too. But sometimes I get overexcited with myself, man, because I'm just thinking like now, like, wow, Westbrook at the point, Ingram at the small forward, Larry Nance at power forward, Cousins at center. You know, you go ahead and trade Miles Government, all them. But that's the only thing about it, though. I think they had to throw Miles Government in that trade, too, because they already committed 4 years to this guy. See, that's the thing. Like, the Lakers had already tied up money into Miles Government. So I don't think they're actually going to be looking to make a move on Cousins based on the fact of what they did with Miles Government. You know what I mean? So us as fans, we can play around with it and say, yeah, I would love to have, Miles Government move and bring Cousins in. And that squad will be nice. Also, we got with the youth. So now, what I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to ask you guys how you feel about it. Now, keep this in mind. I want to share this real quick, too. And I also want y'all guys to think about this. Now, bringing in Cousins, man, at the end of the day, would be a good thing. It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? And let's keep that understandable. It's not a bad thing if they do make a move on DeMarcus Cousins, which I know they're not. But here's this for my guys who want to win now. The lineup I just gave you and the trade that I just made as that fourth person could be Miles Government, and they could throw them 2 draft picks in there too. Give it all 6 of them just for DeMarcus Cousins, right? So here's the thing. Like I said, you got Ingram at the small forward. You got Westbrook at the point. Who could play the 2? Wow. I don't know who they could play the 2. They had to bring somebody else in. Then they got to get somebody to play the 2. But they got to pay Jordan Clarkson at the 2 until they get somebody at the 2. Or somebody with height. So anyway, they got Westbrook at the point, Jordan Clarkson at the 2, Ingram at the small forward, Larry Nance at power forward, and then you have DeMarcus Cousins at center. That's a nice squad. On their body now, the bench is not as strong as it was. See, that's the thing. Now, if you look at our squad now, like I said before in one of my other videos, we got and you can believe what you want to believe, but I'm telling you right now, and a lot of people say, man, Urban, you crazy. You saying crazy stuff. But I'm gonna tell you like this. We have one of the top benches right now in the league. A lot of people don't want to see it, but I'm telling you, if you look at our bench right now with Zubac, Lou Williams, Larry Nance coming off there, and Brandon Ingram, dude, we got a squad that can come off a bench that can come on the floor and give you one of the players can give you 20 points. Straight up, I'm just being honest with you. One of the players can give you 20 points. So now my question to you guys, once again, I'm gonna get back to it because I know I'm getting off topic. You know what I mean? Divac, like I said, Divac ain't gonna trade him this year. Cleveland already tried to make a move on him. He backed off and they tried to make a move with Kevin Love. They pushed it away. They didn't want it. But he definitely gonna probably trade him the next year. Based on the fact that he don't want to lose no assets for him. You know what I mean? Especially if you do a Kevin Durant on him. If we wait 3 years for him, he'll be around 2029. That's the only thing about it. So now my question to you guys is this, and I'm gonna let it go. I want y'all to get in the comment section and you tell me what you think. Do you think the Lakers should make that trade for D'Angelo Russell, Miles Government, Julius Randle, Nick Young, and one of those second-round draft pick, 5 players for DeMarcus Cousins, right? 5 players for DeMarcus Cousins. Now, if they do this, say for instance they do that, and also they get Rudy Gay in the mix with it. DeMarcus Cousins and Rudy Gay for like six players, 2 draft picks, and the 4 guys I named. That would be sweet, even though I know it won't happen, but that's just me fantasizing. So just say, okay, if they do that, how would you guys feel about that? Or will you just wait till DeMarcus Cousins is a free agent and then go after him based on the fact if Zubac doesn't live up to the potential or the hype that he's getting right now? You know what I mean? Because we already know Miles Government is on, he's old and he's not going to be around for so long. So we got to start we got to have a big body in there eventually. So with that, would you like for us to wait till after, when he's a free agent and then go after him? Don't give up nobody. Or for those who just say, you know what, let's just let the youth ride. Those that, say, well, let's not touch him at all. Let's just hope that Zubac become that man. So now my question to you guys is that, those 3 questions right there. Make a trade for him this year, or wait till he's a free agent, or don't touch him at all. With that being said, it's your man Urban Lover. Like I said, Mac Hill, this for you, my brother. Get in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and definitely tell me what you think. And most of all, be safe out there, guys. Love y'all.